Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? Uh, give me 1 second. I forgot to send out the bat signal in the Discord. I know people be saying their alerts don't be going off for YouTube. Okay, you know what? I could just copy this. Paste that. Yes. There you go. There you go. All right. Now, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Nope, I'm not ready yet. Come on, Tim, tighten up. Act like you done did this before. Act like you done did this before. There you go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. If this is your first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits, please allow me, with the most sincerity in all of my being, say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning into Tim's Tidbit, I still want to say welcome, but give you a nice hearty well, thank you for always tuning into Tim's Tidbits. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande, for my non-Spanish-speaking compadres. That is Big Spider. You hear me? And I'd like to welcome you all to another episode of The Overnight Price Action Review. Now, before we get started, I would like to just thank everybody who's been using my Apex affiliate link for signing up for prop firms. If you feel like you're ready to take your shot at trading a prop firm, I'll appreciate if you use my link. I think they're 90% off in 1 day passes ending tonight at 11:59 p.m. Initially, they was doing like 80% off for the whole month of May, but for the last 2 weeks, they've been doing 90% off. So I don't know if it's going to go back to 80% off for the rest of May or not, but I'm assuming that's what it's going to be because that's what it was before they threw the 90% in there to celebrate having the most payouts than any other prop firm. And I appreciate y'all for using my link. Those little commissions, those little $2 and $3 commissions start to add up. And I appreciate y'all. But don't go getting no prop firm thing that's going to make you a better trader. Take your time, learn the concepts, and then utilize prop firms in the right way. And make sure you read what you're signing up for. Don't be one of those people who just think you're going to be able to do what you want to do in the prop firm account, game the system, and get the money from them. Make sure you read what you're signing up for and use it in the proper way. And no, I don't have an affiliate link for my funded futures. I only do like links for stuff that I actually use and actually understand. I'm just starting to dabble into my funded future, so I don't know anything about their system yet. I want to experience it for myself, and if I like it, then I'll sign up for their affiliate program and maybe share it. Shout out Marco. I think it's Marco. Just joined the gang yesterday, I think. Let me double check that before we get into the overnight price action. Marco, I think the YouTube name was Marco. Give me a second. Let me pull that up. Membership. Marco, yes, it is Marco. So shout out Marco joined the mentorship. Joined the gang yesterday. Marco, if you're watching this, I don't know how if you've been tapped in from the beginning, but if you haven't been tapped in from the beginning of the mentorship, please make sure you go back and watch the other videos and do the homework. You don't have to try to rush and do it all in one day, all in one weekend, but I want you to get caught up, and so that when we discuss things and we talk about things, then you won't be out of the loop. You won't be out of the loop. If you're out of the loop, feel free to ask your questions, because we do Q&As, and we do homework review. Speaking of homework review, there's only been like a few mentees on the homework reviews. The homework reviews are no longer recorded. That was a decision for me, because I only want to deal with people that's serious about it. I understand stuff come up, but we're on what week are we on? Like 10 or 11. We're on week like 10 or 11, and it's constantly always only like it's the same names. It's the same names: Shani, D, Tish, Lump, Here to Learn and Share. It's the same names on every call. You know what I'm saying? So, and I understand stuff happen when you ain't gonna be able to make it every week. That's fine if you don't make it every week, but it's the same 4 or 5 names out of all the mentees. So, I don't record the homework reviews, but the Q&As are still recorded, and the once a week videos that's public to everybody are still there. Now that the housekeeping is out of the way, let's see who's in the chat. Here to Learn and Share. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping, and they probably sweating too, because it's hot in Georgia. What's up, Tish? Buenos dias, Valentine. Buenos dias. What's going on, Seawalk? What's up, Sanjay? What's happening, Deborah? If y'all ever wonder why I say Deborah, y'all be like, Tim, that lady name does not say Deborah. That's because this is the first Deborah I've ever seen without the B in the middle. Deborah. This is the first one, because in my whole life, I always thought this how you spell Deborah. You know what I'm saying? Deborah. And if anything, maybe put an H on the end. But this is how I thought you spelled it until I met a Deborah, and she had Deborah. And I'm like, but your name Deborah. And every Deborah I met after that got that B in the middle. And so that's why I always say Deborah. What's up, Kareem? What's going on, E-Rock? Yes. Welcome, Marco. Welcome, Marco. Please reconsider recording. My son's bedtime is in the middle of homework review, and I be missing the gems. Okay, this is what I'll do. This what I will do. I will record them, but it will be, I'll make it private, and the people that's there will have access to it via, but I'll need your YouTube email. I need to get the YouTube email for all of the mentees if I don't already have it. I need a YouTube email for all the mentees, so whoever's there will have access to go back and rewatch it. Yes, so whoever's there will have access to go back and rewatch it. Valdez said Buenos Dias is under patent. Good morning, Valdez. Good morning. Buenos Dias, Valdez. Buenos Dias. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's get it started. I'm going to put y'all over here in case anybody pops into the Discord, because my little brother be like, man, move that stuff off the screen, man. Make the charts bigger. I can't see it. Because he be looking on his phone. He be, when he don't be on his computer, he be texting me, man, get all that stuff off the screen, man. I can't see it. Get all that stuff off the screen. Let's see here. Let's get us a vertical line. Man, we've been going up all night. We've been going up all night long. Shout out to mentees that was there. Remember last night when we talked about these relative equal highs? I said we had came down and made relative equal lows, and then because of the NVIDIA earnings, we had shot back up close to the highs, and I was like, price is trading here. So I want to see price attack these relative equal highs, right? And there it is right there, relative equal highs. That's why that's one thing, right? If you really can't determine like the bias or determine where price is trying to go, right? Just I ain't said this word in a long time. Just squanch up your charts. Squanch your charts up like this right here, and just look at it and think to yourself, where is the biggest liquidity pool and where price is trading at that time, right? This teachable moment is being brought to you by Squirrel. So let's put it in replay mode, and we're going to go back to 7:15 is good, because I think that's about what time we started. All right. We'll just go to 8 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. So what you do, let me take this lipstick off. Taking off the lipstick. All right. And let's set this regular. Okay. So let's say you're looking at your chart like this right here, and you're like, man, what does price want to do? I got this crazy counter here, right? I don't know what's going on. Right here, we came down and we displaced down, right? We got a SIBI right here. We traded back up into that SIBI there, rejected off it, and then we got this crazy news candle where we took out, right, some lows here, and we came up and we took out highs here, and we reject. So it's not telling me which way it want to go, right? All it did was just take out some lows and take out some highs. Now, the highs that it took out, are far greater than, because it didn't get below this low, it got above these highs. So I'm not sure if we're going up or down, because we were breaking bearish there, and now we're just kind of trading inside this imbalance and this order block up here, right? And then I'm gonna mark out this like this right here, right? So boom, we're trading, we're inside the order block, and we're, we were trading and we were inside the SIBI, and now we're in the order block. What is price going to do? right? What is price going to do? Let me change this. I don't have a 15-minute, but that's good enough, right? That should be bearish. Right? So when we opened up, we respecting the order block. Now we're just trading inside the order block. Like, are we going to keep the, is the bearishness going to keep up? Right? So when you're not really sure, I like to use the 15-minute time frame because it gives me, a lot of information without it being too what's the name? So you can squanch up your chart as small as you need it to be, right? But when you look at that right there, when I squeeze the chart up, right? When I squeeze the chart up, I'm like, okay, where is the liquidity? Where's the most liquidity that we have not tapped yet? Right? And so when I look at the chart, I see we have all of these highs here, right? There's a liquidity pool sitting up there. We haven't tapped in. We came down, boop. We came down, boop. We came down, boop. Okay. And then I look and say, we have a liquidity pool here, right? That we haven't tapped into, right? Here we went up and we came down, boop, there, right? So now that I identified the liquidity pools, right, after squanching it up, those are the liquidity pools. Then I want to see where is price trading right now, right? Price is trading right here. This is where we are, right? Price is trading right there. This is where we are. So now I'll open this back up, right? Open this back up and say, okay, price is trading right here, right? We got a liquidity pool there. We got a liquidity pool there. Now, which is the lowest resistance liquidity pool, right? So then I look to the left. I look to the left and I see that we've come back to an area of consolidation there, and there's nothing above this area of consolidation on this side, right? Well, from price, there's nothing above, right, this area of consolidation except a high, right? So that's the only thing that's above. You have a high there, you have a high there. So the only thing left above where price is now in the form of any type of resistance, in the form of order blocks, fair value gaps, breakers, mitigation blocks, any of the PD arrays are swing high. This swing high has been taken. So you got this swing high, you got this swing high. There's nothing but swing highs left because this wick took care of that fair value gap, right? This wick went through that order block. So you got nothing but swing highs left. So this right here is a low resistance run to that liquidity pool. Then you look at the bottom liquidity pool, right? You have a fair value gap. You got a liquidity void, right? You got a swing low. You got a bullish order block, right? You got another bullish order block over here. You got another swing low. So this is more resistance than that. And we're trading in close. Now the close proximity is the very last thing you want to look at, because close proximity means nothing, because there's been plenty of times where you come up here and you engineer liquidity just to drop down and take this out and then come back up to that. So closest proximity is the very last thing you want to even think about. You want to look at the clues first to decide, okay, what's the more likely target? And that's what I did in my mind last night when we was on the call, and I said I would like to see us attack this buy side before making any kind of move back down. That's why I said what I said when I said. And then now that we wake up in the morning and we see what the results was based off, and you see how quickly price moved, right? Remember when I said this is a low resistance liquidity run? Look how quickly price moved. Not one red 15-minute candle in this move up right there, right? That right there is the original ICT silver bullet. When you catch the move on the last stage of reaccumulation for buy models or redistribution for sell models, when you get it on the last stage of reaccumulation, that was the original ICT silver bullet. And then look at that, Pow! Took off.
And this teachable moment was brought to you by Squirrel.
All right, let's see what price did last night. Hopefully somebody got something out of that. Hopefully somebody got something out of that. Now, let's go back and look at the price action. We opened up here last night at 6 p.m. at 53.39 even. Pulled back down into this small liquidity void right here, and then proceeded to go up. Created a BISI on the 7 p.m. candle, these 15-minute candles. Created a BISI here on the 7 p.m. candle. We traded back down. We came up and made relative equal highs on the 8 p.m. candle. Starting off the Asian kill zone, we pulled back down into that BISI on the 9 p.m. candle. So on the 7 p.m. candle, we created a BISI. 8 p.m. candle, we created a relative equal high. Then on the 9 p.m. candle, we touched into the 7 p.m. BISI, and then we displaced up, creating an equal high with yesterday's high, right? Did not trade back down into these two BISIs, left them untouched, and that was on the 9:15 and the 9:30 candle, left them untouched. Poked above the relative equal highs on the 10:30 candle, and then the 10:45 candle, we displaced again, taking off. Pow! Went all the way up and didn't stop going up until after midnight. The midnight open was at 53.61 even. That was a cool 39.61, 49.59, 66. That's 22 points away from the open. So from the open, from the 6 o'clock open to midnight, we had moved 22 points up, right? And then we start to pull back into the range. That huge BISI that we created at 10:45, we traded back down into it on the 4:45 candle, right? And on that retracement back down, we did come down, create a SIBI on the 1 a.m. candle, traded back up into it at on the 140, the 130 and the 145 candle, and then we started to trade down into that 10:45 BISI. Trading into that 10:45 BISI, we created a SIBI at 4:30 that we immediately inverted. So we had an inversion fair value gap that was created. So we got an inversion fair value gap and a small balance price range right here, right? Because we got the inversion fair value gap there. I mean, we got the SIBI there, got to the BISI, and then immediately reversed and engulfed this candle right here. So that right there would be your change in the state of delivery right here, right there. Boom. That's your change in the state of delivery right there, switching from bearish to bullish because we came down into PD array. Not sure we came down into on the high time frame. I'm not going to look at it now, but I know this is the buy side that we were watching to be attacked, and then we immediately engulfed that. That's your change in the state of delivery. This is like the setup that I've been studying for turtle soup, where you come down into an anticipatory reactionary point, and then the very next candle engulfs the candle that came down or up into it, and then and the reason why I haven't started trading, because I'm still trying to study the data to see if I want to take it on the change in the state of delivery, or if I want to take it on the close of the candle that engulfs. And that's the turtle soup setup that I've been looking at. So for those who've been wondering what the setup is, when you come down to an anticipatory reactionary point or up to one, right? And then on the very next candle, you engulf it like this right here. So you come down, and then this very next candle, you engulf it there. But I'm still studying, do I want to take it on the change in the state of delivery, which would be the opening price of the candle that got engulfed, or do I want to take it on the closing price of the candle that did the engulfing? Right? I still don't have enough concrete data to show me which one works better, because sometimes like this, it never comes back to the change in the state of delivery, and sometimes it goes up for a little bit and then come all the way back down to the order block at the change in the state of delivery. So that's why I really haven't like started executing that yet, because I still don't have enough data. And then we look like we melting right now. Market ain't even, I thought the market hadn't opened the way the price was dropping. Coming back down to these imbalances that we created. Okay, then we pushed up and we traded back into the second SIBI, into the we got this bullish order block here. Bullish order block is the 430 and 445 candle, traded back down into the imbalance. The BISI, that's in line with the order block on the 615 candle, and then nothing could stop me. I'm all the way up. We did take one pause and retrace back down into the 645 BISI, and then price continued up until 8:30, and then since then price has been pulling back down, and we have like 23 seconds before the market opens. So and we have just traded back down into this SIBI, this BISI right here. All right, that price has just pulled back down into that BISI right there, and that's the one that was the breakaway gap from earlier. We had, actually it was two. You had two breakaway gaps there. So we've come back down into that BISI and this bullish order block. So we got a bullish order block here. The market is open. The market is open. The market is open. If you're going to trade, please trade safe. If you're not going to trade, please take a copious amounts of notes so you can go back and study what you saw today and apply to your future trading endeavors. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your trading day. So we have that bullish order block there, and we have a fair value gap inside of it. All right, that's what price has just retraced back down into. Okay, right there, and we're pushing. All right, have several imbalances down here. There's another, this fair value gap we had already traded down into it, so I'm just ignore that one. Do we have this one that hasn't been touched, that we just touched? So so the way prices drop, if we get displacement below this low right here, if we get displacement below that low right there, I would start looking for reasons to short, personally, in my humble opinion. If we get displacement below this low, I'll be looking for reasons to short. Right? Because we've come up and taken out this liquidity here. Then we've come down and taken out that liquidity there. Right now, the reason why I say I would like to see displacement below this before I would look for shorts is because this is the first time that the New York Open has opportunity to trade into this liquidity down here, right? So if we go into regular trading hours, right? See, this is way above. Like last time they were trading is down here, right? So this right here is trading back down into the gap. So it's feasible for price to come back down into the gap. Like if we come here, if price could easily come back down into the gap, like 50% of the gap and continue up. You see what I'm saying? Because it's the first time like New York session traders getting the opportunity to participate in this area. But if we start displacing below that low, then it would be bearish for me. Right? Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. But that's not what this is about. This is about the overnight price action review. And that will be the end of that for me. What's going on, Trey? That's the end of the overnight price action review. Unless someone has something for me, that will be it. That will be it. Who is that in the Discordia? Hef. Lil Hawk, Hef. What's up? Any of y'all got anything? Oh, Lil Hawk just dipped. What's going on, Hef? You good? You good? Okay.
I'm just listening while I'm working.
Oh, yeah, come on.
I can't listen.
Is all right? I go to the gym like 20 minutes.
You say go to the gym in 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have to work today?
No, I don't. I'm just trying to get a routine because.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just asking if you had to work so I know what's going on. You got to work tomorrow?
Yes.
What time you got to go to work?
4:30.
4:30?
I think it was after school.
4:30? Okay. I might just let you take the truck tomorrow. All right. That's it, man. I don't see nothing in the chat. I don't see nothing in the Discord. Hef say he good. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Hopefully I shared something that helped somebody. If I didn't, I promise you, I'll try my best on the next time to help y'all out. Again, it's your boy, Aranya Grande. This has been another episode of the Overnight Price Action Review. Hey, man, until the next time, I decide to jump on Al Gore's internet and share my thoughts on this thing called price action. It's your boy, Aranya Grande, a.k.a. Big Spider. Y'all be safe out here in these trading streets, man. Gone.